guys, what's up? I am back with another episode of RyaNoob Tips. This one is going to be on a technique to get through pulse grenades. This one's going to be a little bit complicated. I'm not going to be able to explain it as well as I want to, because the way I'm explaining it is going to use the same words twice, and that just confuses the shit out of people. Alright, so anyway, to start off, before I get into the actual demonstration on how to do it, we have to realize that there's two things to consider. One, the pulse grenades have a radius, like the individual pulses of a pulse grenade, they have a radius as to which they blow up, they tell themselves to blow up, but that radius is smaller, or is larger, than the radius of the actual explosion. So that means it tells itself to blow up, and if you're on the edge of that, it won't hurt you. Alright? Two, they take time to blow up. So, I mean, that makes sense, right? You'd be like, oh, why would they ever hurt me? If I'm just running into pulse grenades and I'm on the very edge of it and it doesn't do damage to people at the very edge, why wouldn't it just like not hurt me? That's because it takes time to blow up. I would say like a quarter of a second. And that's pretty necessary to understand if we're going to be doing this. So, I'm going to be trying my best to do this without taking too many like demonstrations to do it. But basically, I'm going to try and get a pulse grenade to have one pulse, individual pulse on the edge, so I can do it very simply on the first take and show you guys what I'm talking about. Alright, so I'm going to try and do it with this one. So if you walk really slowly, it blew up, didn't do any damage. It looked like it did damage, but it didn't do any. So that was actually a perfect first take. So let me go get another pulse, as well as continue talking about about what I'm doing here. So you can either walk really slowly into the pulse grenades and they'll blow up, but why do that? Why not just wait out for the entire thing? So I'm going to introduce you to a technique on how to actually get through it really fast. Well, really fast as in like decently fast. So I'm going to put a pulse grenade down here. And if you walk into it and walk back really fast, and you have to get good at this technique, you can blow them up without actually taking much damage, and if you get good at it, and 0 damage. So let me put the less at the top and more at the bottom. That's perfect. So I can walk forward and back up, and then you just start exploding, and then you can once you clear a path for yourself, you can just get out. This is actually a perfect start to this video. This is actually a really hard one. So I'm gonna do it again. So let's go a little bit faster this time. So I made a path and it only one hit me, and that's perfect. Like, that's perfectly fine. If someone uses a pulse to block that off, they're like, oh, they're not gonna come out. But sometimes you just need to. Instead of like taking the time to go out to red plat or go red DMR to pink, you can just go out the bridge even though someone pulsed it off. Like said, you're like, oh, someone blocked off front of your base. Oh no, Wes is coming up. You don't want to go on the pink side. So you just run into it, run back, run into it, run back. That was a pretty bad example, but if you get good at it, which again, it's not easy to get good at, then this could be just like another technique that puts you just a little bit above everyone else. And if you combine this with all my other tips videos, again, you'll just be getting that little bit better than everyone else is, just by understanding the mechanics of this game a little bit more. So thanks everyone for watching today. I hope I explained everything reasonably well.
1 minute left.
And if you have any discussion, put it in the YouTube comments below. I'll make sure to comment. Again, thanks everyone for giving me good compliments whenever I make these videos. It's the reason that I want to continue making them. So again, thanks everyone for watching. Talk to you later.